What's up, everybody? Y'all know who it is. It is your boy, the Grandmaster Troll, here to give you guys some of the best trolling content YouTube has to offer. Let me see if I can set up my phone so I can keep up with the chat. Oh, we got a good show today. I get to talk about two of my favorite topics, maybe even three of my favorite topics. We're going to talk about scammers, we're going to talk about crime, and we're going to talk about business, and all within the manosphere. So you guys see what it is. See who we got in the building. We got Dion Davis. Mano, wait, how you pronounce that name? Manio Slant. He says, "Hey GMT, what's up?" We got Evron McKay in the building. We gotta talk about. You gotta see the title. Did your boy Charles Faulkner, aka Charlie the Cop, did he scam the black manosphere out of $3,700 for a fake security firm? Now, I had to put the question mark in there because when you start exposing these scammers and you expose they grift, they want to hit you with all these lawsuits and all that, the whole nine. And I don't want to get sued. I already had one Negro try to sue me in court, even though I won. I seen Tasha K going through what she going through. I see DJ Envy and Tony the Closer. They filing lawsuits back and forth because this is what black business has become on black YouTube. You see, when everybody else does business, you don't see the CEO, you don't see the president, you don't see the board of directors, you don't see them on Instagram photo ops with the money phone to their ear flexing the gold chain. No, when you see Elon Musk and he's talking about Tesla, he shows you the product. The business is the cars, not the nigga. But when it comes to black business, the nigga is the product, not the item, or the service is the product. When we talk about Apple, the product is the electronics. The product isn't the CEO flexing on the gram. When we talk about Nike, the product is the shoes. It's not Mr. Knight flexing on Instagram. When we talk about Microsoft, the electronics, the laptops, the chips, that's the product. It's not the CEO flexing on Instagram, showing you the card at the end, the bitches he got. It's none of that. It's none of that. So we gotta break down. We gotta break down how we got here as we peel back the layers of the scam. You see, what GMT like to do is I like to lay in the woods. I see y'all on this new business hype. You create yourself a YouTube channel, and a lot of these niggas claim that they're business owners. Even though they don't hire no employees. You can't buy equity in their business. You can't buy shares in their business. Their business pay absolutely no dividends, but they get up here and will make fun of hard-working Americans who may have just a regular day job and make them feel like nothing, and get on YouTube and talk about how they're business owners and how business is booming and how they're changing the community. So years ago, I'm talking over a year ago, our boy Charles Faulkner, Charlie the Cop. First of all, I gotta tell y'all who Charles Faulkner is. And what better way than go to the GoFundMe page? Oh, we gotta go to the GoFundMe page. Can I pull up the GoFundMe page? Because the GoFundMe page I'm gonna break down to you the grift that these Negroes run day in and day out. Here is said GoFundMe page. Now I'm not gonna read the GoFundMe page just because I gotta give you background on this man right here known as Charles Faulkner. You see, here we go. We got another Negro. Another one of these photo shoot front page Negroes, you know. He used to be on BGS's Itmore's platform late night. I believe, well, I'm assuming to believe he was a police officer. So while he was the police officer of Baltimore, and the reason why I gotta say I believe is because I don't want to get sued from defamation, but from what I believe and from what I saw when he was a police officer in Baltimore in his uniform, sitting in his patrol car, he would come onto BGS platforms. And from what I believe, I'm not saying this is true. I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm just telling you what I saw with my eyes and what I heard from my ears. This man was a police officer in uniform. It appeared he was drinking on the job in the patrol car. Now, I can't say for certain if there was actual liquor in the bottle. I can't tell you if there was water in the bottle. I can't tell you if it was Gatorade in the bottle, but he had a bottle that looked like a liquor bottle. And he was drinking what appeared to be liquor. And I believe I heard him say he was drinking on the job, you know, smoking cigars, doing all this crazy stuff for a police officer that's supposed to be on duty. Now, I'm not saying he was drinking on the job. I'm just telling you what I believe what happened. Somebody said he looked like Rick Ross. I believe he was drinking on the job. So when we go back to his bio, you know, this is another thing we got to talk about when we look at this picture. We got to talk about these so-called high value niggas in the manosphere, because I never seen so many high value niggas begging for money so you could start up their own business. I mean, these dudes be with the suits, you know, they claim they high value, they got careers, they got money saved up, they handling their business. They even talk about how the B-dub, you know, the black woman, because the black woman is God. They will demean every accomplishment, every business opportunity that the black woman starts, but then be on the back end on a GoFundMe page trying to get some startup capital for their business. I mean, you're supposed to be high value, Charles Faulkner. Why don't you got the money? Why do you have to solicit donations to start up your business? That's the question I want to ask you, Charles Faulkner. Why are you soliciting donations? Why can't your high value ass, why don't you have the $27,000 that you need to start up a business? Why can't you go to the bank and get a bank loan for $27,000 to start your business? Or even more importantly, since you're supposed to be a businessman, why don't you give people equity in the business that you are starting? Let me say that one more time for the niggas in the back, because the niggas in the back, they don't think GMT is very bright. They don't think GMT is very smart. They think GMT be talking out of his ass. He's just a troll. I gotta ask you, Charles Faulkner, you need money to start up a business. You claim to be high value. You don't have $27,000 because you wouldn't be asking random niggas on the internet for $27,000. You won't bring your ass to a Wells Fargo. You won't bring your ass to a Chase Bank. You won't bring your black ass to a credit union to get a loan. Why can't you come on YouTube and give people equity in your business for some money? Let's go back to the GoFundMe page because we got to break down this Negro and his GoFundMe page. It says donate to further my training. He has gotten a total of 68 donations for a total of $3,715. And the goal was $27,000. Oh Lord, we gotta talk about this right here. I don't know what is more concerning. Is it concerning that his goal was $27,000 to start his business? Or was it that over 1 year, the Itmore family, the MGTOW family, the Red Pill community, the Black Manosphere, all these Negroes who are on these live streams claiming to be high value men, all these Negroes claiming to be high value men, and the only thing that the Black Manosphere and all these high value men over a year, they could only give $3,700. Now, why is this concerning to the Grandmaster Troll? Well, let's go back to the GoFundMe page and let's actually read the GoFundMe. Now, before I read the GoFundMe, one way to spot a grift, one way to spot a scam is bad grammar. So let's go ahead and read this bullshit right here. It says, greetings. My name is Charles Faulkner. I am a veteran of Operation Iraq Freedom and a former police officer of the Baltimore Police Department. Let's stop the show. He is a former police officer, meaning he is no longer employed with the Baltimore Police. This is in a time after the pandemic where crime across the board in all these democratic cities is up here. And the man who appears to be capable, physically capable, is no longer a part of the force. I believe. I can't say if this is true or not, so you can't sue me for defamation because I'm not saying this is true. But I believe Charles Faulkner got fired from the Baltimore Police Department because he was drinking on the job. That's what the Grandmaster Troll believes. Now, I'm not saying it's true. I don't have nothing to back it up other than what I saw on BGS's platform. What I've seen that all these police departments across the world are looking for more police officers. They are even still hiring police officers who have deleted, unalive other individuals under controversial circumstances where they may have been or may not have been, or there's been some ambiguities in these so-called police shootings. I just find it real interesting that another police force will hire another police officer who shot another unarmed black individual, and the shooting didn't look quite justifiable, but somebody who's able-bodied and willing is no longer a part of the Baltimore Police Department, but I'm sure Charles Faulkner, he has his own reasons on why he's no longer. Maybe he got hurt on the job, maybe he was sick. I don't know. That's something I would like to know from Charles Faulkner. Why aren't you a part of the Baltimore Police Department, and why won't you go back into policing? Seeing that having more police officers in these democratic cities like Baltimore will help those citizens in those cities be more safe. But let's go back. Let's go back to this GoFundMe right here. It says, I have recently started a security business. Stop the show. It says meaning he didn't partner with nobody. He's not under no white man. He's not under no black woman. He didn't partner with somebody in the manosphere. He didn't partner with a former police officer, somebody he worked with. It says clear as day right here. I have recently started a security business. Black Lion Security Firm LLC. I am looking to not only further my training in security / protection services, but also the training of young disenfranchised males who are looking mentorship. Hold on, Charles Faulkner. See, you said a whole lot, but one way to spot a scam is bad grammar. I think you meant to say, I am looking to not only further my training in security / protection services, but also the training of young disenfranchised males who are looking for mentorship, not looking mentorship. But let's back it up, because you use one of the key words that these scam artists and grifters love to use. Oh, don't these Negroes love to say disenfranchised males, disenfranchised black males. We gotta ask the question. It is 2023 going to 2024. How are black males still being disenfranchised? I mean, what the hell does disenfranchise means anyway? What the hell does disenfranchise? I have to Google that term. I'm gonna Google it right now to see what disenfranchise, because this is a key. This is like a dog whistle language. It's supposed to be a rallying cry to black men. Oh, disenfranchised black males. Oh, I got to give my money, because we're going to be helping out these disenfranchised black males. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and Google. We're going to Google the definition of disenfranchised, because these Negroes claim to be disenfranchised, even though you could buy stocks. There's no limitations to somebody buying a stock. There's no limitation to somebody getting a job. There's no limitation to somebody buying an LLC. There's even no limitation for a black man to start his own YouTube channel and disparage and say misogynistic things about black women, and you could be a millionaire just like Kevin Samuels. But these niggas swear up and down that they're being disenfranchised and oppressed and locked away from opportunities. But let's look at the definition of disenfranchise. Disenfranchise: to deprive someone of the right to vote. Now, I don't know I don't know if black men are being deprived of the right to vote. It seems if you have an ID and you don't have a felony on your record, you could go down and you could vote for your favorite politician who's promoting your favorite whatever law he wants to get passed on. And also says deprive someone of a right or privilege. So I guess, according to Charles Faulkner, he wants to help train young, disenfranchised males who are looking for mentorship and job opportunities in the private security / protection field. I need your help to reach newer, higher goals in this new venture. You forgot to put a comma in between newer and higher, or forgot to put newer and higher. But hey, we already know what the grift is. It says more training means more job opportunities, more mentorship for teens and young adults, especially in the urban community, and more hiring for qualified candidates and business growth with your investment into our community. Thank you for your support in advance. You see, he hit us with this big run-on sentence. Let me break down what he said. I need your help. That's right, Charles Faulkner. He needs your help to reach newer and higher goals in this new venture. More training means more job opportunities, more mentorship for teens and young adults, especially in the urban community, because in the urban community, that's where all the disenfranchised black males are out there. And we need more hiring for qualified candidates in business growth with your investment into our community. Thank you for the support in advance. So this Negro right here, Charles Faulkner, he needs your investment so he could start his business venture with your dollars. And you, as an investor, you don't get no equity in said business venture. The only thing you could hope from your investment, even though it says donate to my further training at the top, see, it's an investment in the bottom of the paragraph, but it's a donation at the top. See, it's the problem with these Negroes. This is a problem with these Negroes. Let me see if I can pull it up. One more time. It's a donation at the top right here. But in the paragraph, it's an investment right here. What I'm trying to figure out is with these Negroes, do you know the difference in between a donation and an investment? Because if you just want people just to give you money so you can start your business capital, just say with your donation. But don't tell me it's an investment and I don't get no equity, I don't get no shares. But this is the part where it gets worse. This is the part where it gets worse, real gamer. This is the part where it gets worse, B Money. B Money says facts, GMT. I told niggas to buy Bitcoin at 500 BTC and they laugh. Now they crying. We got unagreeable says it says disenfranchised males, not black males. Well, tell me this. Are there more disenfranchised black males in urban communities than any other demographic of disenfranchised males? I'm just asking the question. But to you, Mr. Unagreeable, since you don't want to be unagreeable, when we go down to, let me see if I can pull it up so Mr. Unagreeable could read this real quick, because I definitely need him to read this real quick. We got Walter Hughes, who gave $20. He says, as a security professional, I support black men getting high quality training and getting to the bag. Be the author of your own destiny. So it seems like this is being targeted to black males, because he came to the black manosphere. They had the whole Gray Faulkner initiative. The Gray Faulkner initiative plan was supposed to be for him and Cerulean Gray. I haven't seen a Cerulean Gray in years. Somebody need to find Cerulean Gray. Get Cerulean Gray on the phone. We got Sally Hammond says GMT on before 2 a.m. That's right, I'm on before 2 a.m. Hit the Cash App, hit the Super Chat, support the show. If you want GMT to go live before 2 a.m., because I want to see which audience is the day, who rocks with GMT more, the day audience or the night audience. I did a stream a couple of nights ago, and the night audience, they disappointed. So now I'm serving the day community, and I don't want the day community to disappoint your boy GMT. Hit the Cash App, support the show. We got Venmo and all of that. But we got these Negroes in these spaces, in black spaces, asking for $27,000 to start a business venture where they're going to hire, train, develop, mentor disenfranchised males. Okay, fine. When all this happened, I didn't say a mother effing word. I kept my mouth shut. If I didn't have nothing to positive say, don't say it at all. But this is the black manosphere where Kevin Samuels was the godfather, and he says, show your work. Well, it's been over a year, and I think it's time for individuals, when they come with these GoFundMes soliciting donations / investments from people, I think more than a year is enough time that has gone on to where you have to show your work. And the reason why we gotta show our work, because there's a lot of people who need security. Oh, that's right, Aries Queen. Aries Queen says, how many disenfranchised black males have former officer Faulkner arrested? He probably arrested a number of disenfranchised black males. If you let him tell it, he was like a second dad to these disenfranchised black males. But we need security. People need security. You don't believe me when I say people need security? Let me see if I could play this clip for you. Where is that clip? Where is that clip? Oh, we got a little ad going right here. That'll give me enough time to put on my headphones so I can listen to this bullshit. Let's break down why we need security.
Population.
Right now at 4, pushed down and a gun held to her head. Armed robbers target a woman in her backyard with her daughter just steps away.
It was a total violation of safety. And it happened in our backyard.
Tonight, CBS 2's Marissa Perlman is in Beverly, where the family is coming to terms with the ordeal.
I thought that I wasn't going to be here anymore.
Michelle Pettiford won't watch her home surveillance video, which captures the moment she and her 12-year-old daughter were carjacked at gunpoint. They just pulled into their garage in the back of their Beverly home. 2 men ran up the driveway and pushed Michelle to the ground, demanding her car keys. Michelle's daughter runs inside and calls police.
Stop the show. Stop the show. We gotta talk about what's going on. We gotta talk about what the hell happened, because it looks like to me we got some disenfranchised males. And if I were to zoom in and make this a little bit bigger so the people can see, it looks like we got some disenfranchised black males. That's right, these black males are so disenfranchised that these disenfranchised black males brought their disenfranchised ass to this woman's backyard with a gun, pushed her to the ground. Let's see what these disenfranchised black males did next.
Ran upstairs, used her phone, dialed 911. By the time we came back in, she was on the phone with 911. She handed it to me. I talked, so I knew right away how courageous she was.
Yeah, give me the keys.
The suspects become increasingly angry, looking for the keys to Michelle's car. You see Jeff try to de-escalate by telling...
Stop the show. Let's back it up just a couple of seconds. Let's back it up just a couple more seconds so we can see, so I can show you exactly what these disenfranchised black males did.
Looking for the...
So we got a disenfranchised black male, got the gun pointed right at this woman right here, demanding that she give up the keys to the car. This is after these disenfranchised black males took her purse, looked through her purse, took whatever contents that was of value from that purse. One of the individuals, one of these disenfranchised black males, has the purse around his arm.
Keys to Michelle's car. You see Jeff...
Then these disenfranchised black males, one of these disenfranchised black males has his hand. This disenfranchised male took his hand and put it behind the husband's neck, directing and demanding that he come up off the car keys and any more valuables that are out there. These are your disenfranchised black males who are being deprived of rights to vote and being deprived of certain privileges. So now these disenfranchised black males are resulting to this behavior right here.
Jeff tried to de-escalate by telling them to take his car parked in the driveway with the keys inside. He helps them start his car. The 2 suspects eventually jump into his car and drive off, leaving the terrified parents on the ground in their own backyard.
I looked at how they treated my wife and daughter, 12-year-old, and I know that they will hurt and kill people, and they're out there now, doing the same thing.
We showed the surveillance video to retired Chicago police detective Eugene Roy. He says each family member, mom, dad, and daughter, did the right thing, giving up their property, getting help on the way, and above all, remaining calm in the face of terror.
They already have a gun to your head. At that point, comply, do your best to talk low, slow, and calm, diffuse the situation.
And this family wants you to be aware and prepared, now believing this can happen anywhere.
And all we want is the people out there, the victims of this crime, the only thing they want is for you to be aware that these disenfranchised males will bring their disenfranchised ass to your backyard after you get home from a long day's hard work, after you done picked up your 12-year-old daughter, your 12-year-old son. These disenfranchised males will jump the gate into your backyard, push you to the ground, point a gun at you, and demand that you give up them keys. We got Brother Ray. He says, top of the world with a $20 super chat. Salute to Brother Ray for supporting the show. But this brings me back to Charles Faulkner, because now we can see, because I can show stories of disenfranchised males breaking into people's stores, robbing and breaking into people's cars, carjackings, robbing, stealing ATM machines up out of gas stations. There's a lot of businesses that need security. And our man right here, our man Charles Faulkner right here, he has raised $3,700. He claims to be a high value. He says he recently started a security business titled Black Security Firm LLC. So when I go to Google and I type in Black Security Firm LLC, I should see a website in which young disenfranchised males could look to see mentorship, training, and employment to be a security guard. And security jobs should be in business because crime is up across the board throughout these countries. Am I right? So I went to Google Black Lion Security Firm LLC, and I was disappointed at what I saw. Let me type it into Google one time, because I was disappointed as to what I saw, because what I expected to see was a website in which I could seek out employment from. So I went to Google, and when I Googled it, this is what I found right here. I see Black Lion Security LLC, but that's a Memphis, Tennessee. Then I see one with some reviews. Appears to be another Memphis, Tennessee. And I'm looking at Black Lion, Memphis, Tennessee. Then I come down. I'm looking at all these Black Lions. I see a training video from Charles Faulkner's YouTube page. Let me see if I can play that video. So it appears to show a young man, and somebody is teaching him how to fire a gun with music on top of it. So I guess this is supposed to be their training. And when I go down and I try and look at, to find a link to see if there's more information on this training, more information on this mentorship, I couldn't find it. So since I couldn't find it, I had to go back. I'm looking. And then I see Black Line Security Firm LLC. And I see something with Baltimore, and I know my man is from Baltimore, so I click on this one right here, and it's not a website. It just shows me a suite, but no website, no information, nothing I could really use. It's just a business address. So I go back and I see more. Let me see if I got one up here. Is this it? No. Okay, here we go. And then I come to this one, and it says Black Lion Security Firm LLC, the pride of protection with the protection of the pride, Charles L. Faulkner Jr. And it seems like this is a trademark of some sort, where it shows you that the application has been processed back in August of 2022. But what I did not see through all my searches and looking at Google, the closest thing I seen to Black Line Security LLC was this reviews on Indeed. Now, I'm not sure if this is Charles Faulkner's Black Lion LLC, but let's just read some of the reviews to some of the people that were employed by Black Lion Security. One of them reads, "I just wouldn't suggest anyone working here, period. They don't pay you right or on time. There's too much gossip and commotion through the company. The higher ranked people telling everyone's business. Just a messy company." Somebody else says the company is shady. "On the surface, this company appears to be on the up and up. During your interview, you are presented with a booklet explaining the company's standard operating procedures. You see 2 company patrol cars outside, great looking vehicles, but you'll never drive them. After being hired, you discover that you will have to buy the things that most reputable security provide for their employees, such as security belts, flashlights, and tasers. You will also be using your personal vehicle to patrol. Promotions are based on your personal relationships with management. I have years of law enforcement / security experience and criminal justice degree. They were not concerned with my credentials. They pay you 2 to 4 days late most of the time, and your check is usually short. Once a year for tax purposes, they look for reasons to fire most employees. That's where the standard operating procedure comes in. You will be fired for minor offenses like wearing white socks. All of this is so that the company can maintain its LLC status." We got another one that says the owner is unfair. The female manager was strict but very fair. The owner looks out for himself. No compassion or regard for employees. He stated he has an open door policy but is never available. And this is all by a security company that shares the name of Charles Faulkner's Black Lion Security. I can't confirm if it's him or not. I'm just going by what I was able to gather from Google. That brings the question, Charles Faulkner, you then collected $3,700 of Black Manosphere money to start this business venture. One of my first questions I got for you, Charles Faulkner, where the hell is the website with training and job opportunities? Because when I look at a reputable security company, this is their website. This is what I was able to find. Let me see if I could pull that up for the people that they could view. I went and I saw this right here. This is what you call Securitas right here. This is their website. This is what they have. It has the services they provide, why you should pick Securitas. They got information about Securitas, their values, their purpose, their history, their strategy, their partners, their responsibilities. They have careers, where to apply, training and development, career development. We support veterans, security in action. They got news, they got a contact, they even got a login. They got pictures of employees who work with their company. They got a whole built website of all that information. When I Googled Black Lion Security Firm, Charles Faulkner, a business in which you solicited donations / investments and gotten $3,700, I could not find no website, Charles Faulkner. Where the hell is the website, Charles? Where the hell is the work that you done said you was going to do. You said you was looking to help out disenfranchised males, but there's nowhere for disenfranchised males to go to get mentorship, training, and employment. This made me believe that this is what I believe Charles Faulkner did. I believe he was fired from Baltimore PD for being drunk on the job. I believe Charles Faulkner wasn't wise with his money. He got into a financial bind, and he knew he couldn't just get on YouTube and get on this YouTube channel and say, you know what, I messed up at the Baltimore Police Department. I drank away, or I pissed away an opportunity to work at the Baltimore Police Department because I did such and such and such, and such is why I got fired. So instead of this asking, I need, some money to help pay bills until I find the next job, because he was on BGS's platform criticizing the B-Dub, saying how the B-Dub was propped up, how the B-Dub has all this help. The black woman this, the black woman's that, the black woman's a single father, the black woman needs to submit to a high value man like me. He knew if he was to get on YouTube and say, I need GoFundMe money to pay bills because I lost my job, he knew people like the Grandmaster Troll, the Sisterhood, and many other people was going to come at him. So he was talking about this Gray Faulkner initiative plan. He says, you know what? I can't just outright ask these people for their hard-earned money. I gotta pretend like I'm doing this business venture to get a couple of $1,000s to help out with rent and a car payment and to put groceries and to pay for insurance and do stuff like that. That's what I believe. So when he got his $3,700, he went and trademarked his logo. He went and got a Black Lions Firm LLC, or at least applied for one. But then we fast forward a year and some months later, there's no website in which disenfranchised males can go for mentorship, training, and employment. And he probably thought people really ain't going to be checking for my GoFundMe page. People are going to be checking for this security firm that I said I started. They're really not looking for me to show this work. As long as I talk about black women on my YouTube channel, the manosphere will co-sign my bullshit. The Itmore family will co-sign my bullshit. But when GMT looked to go see a website in which he was employing, mentoring, and training individuals, I couldn't find one. But then when I looked at other security businesses who are about that work, who are actually about training, mentoring, and employing and keeping the community safe, I was able to find their website. I was able to find their Wikipedia page where they got a history of how they work, all of the other community, all the other security companies who they partner with, who they own, who they're a parent owner of, all of their holding companies, who they sold. I was even able to find that this security company was actually on the NASDAQ stock exchange. part of the NASDAQ OMX stock exchange, and you can actually invest in their company. Securitas AB, we go back to the website Securitas. So I'm just trying to figure out, Charles Faulkner, how all these other security companies could reach these newer highs, these new goals, the same one that you expounded upon in your GoFundMe page, and you don't even have a website. I mean, what the hell is going on, Charles Faulkner? The only thing you got is a video of a dude appearing to teach somebody how to shoot a gun in the backwoods somewhere. That was the only work you was able to show. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. We got Gabe A in the building. We got I am 123, and we got Gino in the building. I'm just saying, Charles Faulkner, why you gotta come to the Black Manosphere and scam dudes out of $3,700? And it's probably a good thing that the Black Manosphere, who claims to be high value, who claims to be for this and that, who claims to be for black boys and the disenfranchisement black males, it's probably a great thing that these broke ass niggas in the Manosphere, as a collective, over a year and some months, only had $3,700 to give. Because imagine if they gave $100,000 to you, what you would have been able to do with it. We know what you would have been able to do with it, because there was another Negro like you in this space who got $11 million from the community. And the last thing I spoke about him, he was doing a town hall trying to explain how he pissed away $11 million in real estate, and why all the people who invested that money may not get a return back on that money in which they invested. So I can only imagine, if you gotten 50 grand, 100 grand, what you would have done with it. Because even with 3,700 grand in a year and some months, so you got in 18 months, you don't have a website. What is it going to take for you to do the things you need to do and build out this security company to where you could actually help out disenfranchised black men? Instead of creating a website to do that, you would rather be on panels with BGS or have panels on your own explaining why black women need to submit to you. You see why the GMT, I don't take you Negroes serious no more? I can't take you Negroes serious, because it's right here. It's right here on your GoFundMe page. It says, I have recently started a security business, Blackline Security Firm LLC. I am looking to not only further my training in the security protection service, but also the training of young disenfranchised males who are looking for mentorship and job opportunities in the private security protection field. I need your help to reach newer and higher goals in this venture. They give you $3,700 and you don't even have the wherewithal to build out a website in which disenfranchised males could go sign up and fill out a goddamn job application. But you got all this time to be on panels talking about what black women need to do. You can't make this up. So if you're watching Charles Faulkner, say something in the chat. I can drop the link and you could debunk some of the stuff I'm saying. You could come present a website. You could present where these disenfranchised black males can go for mentorship. We got Geno Chaos says, Faulkner is cool with Art of Edmore, who illegally obtained my social security number and gave it to Grinch, who doxed it in Discord service. So Falk allegedly committing financial fraud doesn't surprise me. Birds of a feather. So you would rather hang with dudes who dox other people online and talk about BWs all day instead of building that website in which you got $3,700 to build. Because it take a couple of $100 for the LLC and a couple of $100 for the trademark. Now you at least got $1,000 to even pay somebody else to build you a website. You ain't even got to build it on your own. You ain't got to build the webs. You got the money to pay somebody else to start up your website. So you can start your security company venture, your business venture. But with these Negroes, it's never about business. It's about this picture right here. It's about stunting on the gram. That's what it's about. It's about being able to put on the fly suit with the fly hat, with the sunglasses, with the jewelry on, and the stunt on niggas. It's not about the product. Gabe A says Charo rushes to panels to talk to dudes who aren't doing anything. It makes sense that he hasn't made significant progress with his business. BGS can't help Charles achieve anything, and it shows. Salute to Gabe there. I'm just trying to figure out. You had all this time. It isn't like you started this GoFundMe this week and I'm doing a live stream. You did this GoFundMe 14 months back. 12 to 18 months back, collected $3,700, and there's still no website. But there's all these videos on your YouTube channel in which you talking about BWs. You don't believe me? Let's see if I can bring up this Negro channel real quick. Let me see if I can bring up this Negro channel real quick. So we can see what the hell Charles Faulkner's been doing since he's gotten this money. He's gotten $3,700. He claims to be high value. What the hell is Charles Faulkner doing? When we go to his YouTube channel, oh, he playing Madden all day. Oh man, he playing Madden all day. Come. Charles Faulkner. You see, when you was playing Madden, the 30 minutes you was playing Madden, that could have been 30 minutes. You could have built you a whole website to help fight the disenfranchisement and the oppression of black men. But you on here, you're playing Madden, you're tagging BGS it more. You're doing stuff for the ladies, you're sharing other people's shorts, you're playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I mean, this instead of building that website, you was playing video games and tagging BGS it more. And watching videos. Let's go to your lives. You was doing, look at this, you doing 7-hour live streams. You doing 7-hour live streams, 5-hour live streams, 2-hour live streams on red pill philosophy and ideology instead of building a website for disenfranchised black males. I mean, we can't make this up. 7-hour live streams, Charles. 7-hour live streams instead of you building a website for your security business in which you collected $3,700. You would rather do 7-hour live streams. 7-hour live streams on what? So we got Charles Faulkner, and we got the suit on with the cigar talking about red/back pill. Lonely, upset, and miserable. The story of my life. What the hell are we talking about?
You're fucking everything, including a tree stump, another woman, and sometimes animals. So what the fuck?
And so you really on here for 7 hours. You did a 7-hour panel. You did a 7-hour panel where you got all these other niggas on here. You got all these, look, you got all these niggas on here for 7 hours. But you won't build that website for the disenfranchisement of black men. Dion Davis says, let's just be real. Charles Faulkner is another Itmore loser. He plays video games and despises the black woman. Same song and dance. See, it's the same. It's the same song and dance with these Negroes. They will collect money for the betterment of black men. Oh, we're gonna build black male media. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna start a security business. We're gonna do real estate. And then days turn into months. Months turn into years. And now years are about to turn into decades. And when we look at the work that's being done and we go to these Negroes' websites, most don't have websites. And or if they do have a website, they're still begging you to hit their Cash App and go Fund Me page, and there isn't a tab. Hold on, let me go back to it. There isn't a tab on their website that says careers and how to apply. But when you go to that white man's website, when you go to that white man website, it says click here to apply. And when you actually click on it, you can find a job in your city, state, or country. They have literally taken it worldwide. Let me see. Who owns Securitas? Who owns this company? Founded by the great Eric Philip Sorensen. So the work that he did, the work that this man did years ago, even though he's been dead since 2001, you could still reach out to the company in which he founded and change your life. But these Negroes will be on these panels. And when we compare what the white man did and what they have done, they will get mad at you if you said the white man's ice is colder. Well, this is why the white man's ice is colder. They're actually out in the community, engaged in business, hiring people, and you could actually give money and buy shares of their business and grow your money that way. And when dudes like the Grandmaster Troll point that out, they gonna call me a plant from the sisterhood. They gonna call me a simp. They gonna get on here. Well, the reason why GMT is doing what he's doing, because he knows if he goes after the manosphere, see, that's what these dudes like to do. They know if you create content attacking the manosphere, people will watch and get donations, this, that, and the third. But they won't talk about how they have flat out came up short. They won't talk about how they came up short. You know what? GMT is right. I should have a website. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go live, and you can watch me build this website from the ground up. You could give your suggestions. You could give feedback on said website. But if they just did a live stream in which they just showed them building their website, they know only 5 motherfuckers will be in there watching them, giving them feedback. Nobody gonna hit the super chat or the cash app for them building up a website. But they could go live playing Madden and Call of Duty talking about B-dubs all day. And they have 100 people in the chat, and niggas will be hitting the cash app and super chat. But all it takes is just a couple of hours. I mean, you got time to do 7-hour panels. You don't have time to take 2 hours and just build you a website for disenfranchised black males? So with that said, I gave him an hour. I would drop the link, but I got things to do. I can't go 7 hours talking about what these ain't shit niggas to do. I gotta go to work. I got to be productive. Shout out to the man of tomorrow. The black man, you have got to be productive. A lot of you Negroes is in this space. You are on these panels with these Negroes, 7 to 8 hour live streams discussing black women all day. And you're going to waste something that you're never going to get back. The time that you needed to build your empire. So with that said, it's your boy, the Grandmaster Troll, the most dangerous troll on YouTube, Charles Faulkner. I'm so disappointed that when I looked for Black Lion Security Firm LLC, I couldn't find a website in which disenfranchised black males could have went to get jobs, mentorship, and training. But now I gotta watch these same disenfranchised males get guns with a disenfranchised ass, climb over walls into other folks' backyard, and push helpless white woman to the ground, pull guns at him, and then grab the husband by the back of his neck and demand that he give them their keys to the car in which that man worked hard for to provide for him and his family. And I know that these so-called disenfranchised males, they can imply themselves, get get themselves a job, live in the house just as big as his, be patriarchs of their family, just the way that white man was, and provide an elevated quality of life. But they use excuses. They say that the black woman won't let them. They didn't have a father. Their mother, their black single mother, didn't show them how to be a man. And now for some reason they on 5 o'clock news day in and day out, robbing hard working Americans, claiming to be disenfranchised. But they weren't disenfranchised when they saved up the money to buy the guns and bullets that they use to rob other folks with. The same way that these disenfranchised males can buy guns that they use to rob folks so they can steal their cars, they disenfranchised ass could come up with a plan to save up the money that they need and build up their credit to buy and live in the houses and cars that they robbing on 5 o'clock news. And guys like Charles Faulkner is supposed to be setting an example. But he on panels talking about B-dubs all day and how the black man can't advance until B-dubs clean up their act. I guess somewhere, somehow, there's a black woman preventing Charles Faulkner from designing his own website. So with that said, it's your boy GMT. I'm out. Peace. These Negroes is a disgrace. It is a disgrace what they're doing. I don't want to talk about them no more because they're so disgraceful in their behavior. So with